Hi everyone, my name is Ashleigh. I'm an old friend of Bethany's from Costa Rica, where we used to teach English together, but I now live in Barcelona, Spain, where I moved here about 8 years ago, and I continue to live here working for myself. So I'm a freelance translator, writer, editor, and translation teacher. So I work a lot in educational publishing. So for example, the textbooks that you use in your Spanish class to learn the language, I help develop those for classrooms all over the world for people who want to learn English. So I've been doing that for many years. I really enjoy it because there's a lot of creativity to it, but there's a lot of detail, and it's a lot of imagining situations in classrooms and fun ways that people can learn the language. So why did I decide to move abroad? I decided to move abroad for one reason: Spanish. I had studied it so long in high school, I had minored in it in school and college, and I felt that I could read it, I could write it, but I just wasn't that great speaking it or understanding it. And so I knew I needed to be in a sink or swim type of situation where I had to speak the language, where I couldn't fall back on English. And so that's why I moved to the rainforest down in Central America, and it really was a game changer for me. And I was able to really gain more confidence and become more fluent in Spanish. So after 8 years in Costa Rica, I moved here to Spain, where I continue to learn about the varieties of Spanish. Also here in Barcelona, the interesting thing is that they speak Catalan, which is a local language that's a mix of Spanish, French, and Italian. So it's a cool mix, but here on the streets you will hear people speak both Spanish and Catalan. So it's always a learning experience for me. I'm always learning new things, but I really enjoy that and I really thrive on that. And that's one of the reasons why I've continued to live abroad after so many years. I also know that I wouldn't be where I am today in terms of work, in terms of being able to work for myself, freelance, and I've been doing it now for over 10 years. So I wouldn't be able to do that if it weren't for living abroad and maybe having a lower living costs and just having more flexibility here. So it's been an incredible experience, and I love living in Spain. I love the proximity that I have to so many different cultures and countries. In a half hour, or actually within 2 hours, you can fly anywhere in Europe. And so there's really so much at your fingertips, and that's something that I really love. Working abroad and living abroad has just really given me so many skills, not only becoming more fluent in Spanish, but also just giving me more confidence and independence as a person. I think when you realize that people all over the world are still people, we're all the same people who want the same things in life, it really makes you realize that there's so much to see, but there's also, the world is so big but so small at the same time, and that we really are all so similar. My advice to you would be, if you are looking to get more fluent in Spanish, or to see the world, or to travel, or to just kind of maybe take a few months or 6 months. Although be careful, because I went abroad in theory for only 9 months, and that was 18 years ago. So you never know. But my advice to you is, if you want to do these things, don't be intimidated by the red tape. I know it can seem overwhelming, any maybe visas you have to do, or just, sometimes the technicalities of traveling and getting to where you want to get to. It can seem overwhelming, but really it's just, everything starts with one step. And if you want to do something like this, make a list. Think of what you want to do and what you would need to do to get there, and just start. Little by little, checking things off your list, and you will be able to do it. You are capable, and you will be so, so grateful later on in life that you took this opportunity when you're young, and when you have that energy and that freedom to really kind of do what you want. And I think also, if you are looking to travel or to teach English abroad, in order to become fluent in another language, that is a skill that will stay with you for your whole life. It will create so many more job opportunities for you, and that is something that really has no price. And also my final piece of advice to you would be when you do travel abroad, try to mix in with the locals. I've seen so many people that travel that live in another country, but they really stay in their same groups with people from their country, from their culture, with their language, and so they really don't grow as much, and they're not going to become as fluent in the other language, and they're just not going to find out as much about the world if they're always in their comfort zone. So challenge yourself, don't be intimidated, and yes, get out there and explore. And I hope this has been helpful. Thank you so much, and good luck. And hi, Bethany, miss you.